What up, Bugles? I want to welcome you to this video and to our comicsbugle channel, your go-to spot for everything omnibus and oversized. It's time for your healthy dose of mutant action because today we are talking about Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of X Omnibus. The cover price is 125 USD and the book has 1256 pages. As the title suggests, aside from the main event told in the Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of the X miniseries, this omnibus also includes all related tie-in issues and miniseries. You can see the full list on the screen right now, and rest assured, we will be coming back to the mapping later in this video, because it definitely deserves its own spotlight. Marvel Comics released this omnibus with 3 different covers. I went with this dire market cover featuring stunning artwork by talented David NAKAYAMA, and I have to say the FOMO is real. This version is already out of stock through both PRH and Diamond, but thankfully we still have some copies left in stock, so if you want this beauty on your shelf, don't wait too long. All 3 covers are done in the style of a movie poster and all of them are wraparound covers. On the left you see the standard cover by Mark Brooks, and on the right there's the other dire market cover by PEPE LARRAZ. Honestly, all 3 are fantastic. You can't go wrong with any of them. The back cover continues the wraparound artwork and includes Krakoa symbols along with a quote from Emma Frost, "Welcome to the Resistance." Beneath that you will find a story summary and complete issue list and the names of all the creators who work on this project, and there are quite a few. The spine displays the Marvel Omnibus logo on the top and includes the title of both main miniseries, one at the very top and the other at the bottom, with a beautiful X logo centered between them. All of this is laid over another section of the wraparound art. I need to be honest, it looks insanely dope on the shelf. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the dust jacket itself. It's not common to see the inside of dust jacket design, but this omnibus is an exception. Here we get this really sleek minimalist orange design, a super cool detail and a nice touch. The Bugle boards carry the same orange look as the inside of the dust jacket, with the only difference being that the front and the back boards, which also include the large titles of the 2 main miniseries. When we open the book, we are greeted with a beautiful opening page featuring a bold X logo design, followed by the table of contents and credits pages. As usual, this gives you a full overview of all the miniseries, tie-ins and everything else included in the omnibus, along with the names of the creators who work on each part. Then there's the imprint page, and right after that, the stories begin. Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of X marks the dramatic conclusion of the Krakoa Age and X-Men lore. Launched in early 2024, the 2 interlocking miniseries together served as Marvel's final chapter to the nation-state era of mutants that began with House of X and Powers of X in 2019. Following years of mutant utopia, the Fall of the House of X opens with Krakoa under siege. Orchis, a coward human supremacist group, has brought mutantkind to its knees. In parallel, Rise of the Powers of X propel us into the future, where Nimrod and Omega Sentinel threaten the very universe with a cataclysmic binary god. Narratively, Fall and Rise offers a sweeping 2-era take on the X-Men's survival. In the present, mutants are outlawed, hunted and deified through political and cosmic turmoil. Polaris returns with a powerful surprise. Cyclops faces execution. The mutants must fight back, not just for land, but for identity. In the future, a reassembled timeline team must stave off existential threats. Nimrod and Omega Sentinel channeling dark divine power, tying directly into the mutant future established across Krakoan lore. These dual arcs explore profound themes: the fallibility of utopia, the weight of legacy, and the fragility of survival. Fall of the House of X delivers a visceral fight for survival against the insidious Orchis, while Rise of the Powers of X adopts a more cosmic scope and existential urgency. At its core, world-building, mythology, and the consequences of past actions drive mutantkind toward ultimate reckoning. The saga underscores that evolution may be inevitable, but extinction isn't, and that the X-Men, whether in the present or suicidal future faction, remain committed to defying oblivion. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. One of the worst problems with this omnibus is its horrible mapping. Fans and forums persistently voice frustration about Marvel's habit of compiling even omnibuses by grouping all tie-ins after main event, instead of chronological or story thread order. In this omnibus especially, the miniseries flow through the beginning, but tie-ins appears inconsistently, some intermixed, other dumped at the back, making it terribly difficult to read the stories as intended. Readers resort to manually tabbing chapters or referencing online reading orders. This careless presentation undermines what is otherwise a spectacular publishing gesture and creates needless friction for readers trying to follow narrative threads clearly. Marvel needs to do better. We want logical issues mapping, especially in such dense multi-series collections. In this omnibus, the experience suffers despite the story's greatness, making remapping the only viable option. Now, let's get to the tie-ins. X-Men issue shows the aftermath of Krakoa's fall through the eyes of the remaining mutant leadership. They highlight the fragile cohesion of the X-Men, their tactics to survive and resist Orchis, and foundational threats like the leadership void left by Cyclops' trial. In that X-Men miniseries, the remaining dead mutants clash with Orchis in tumultuous resurrection protocol. It's brutal, raw, and emphasizes how even death is weaponized in mutant-kind struggles. X-Men Forever offers a gripping look at legacy and identity, a fitting coda to Krakoa's golden age. It examines characters redefined by failure and loss. Read as character-driven fallout with heart. I don't have enough space to talk about all of tie-ins, but if I had to choose favorite one, Resurrection of Magneto is the most compelling. Conceptually bold, visually surreal, and emotionally potent, it deepens the mythic scale of the main story. We follow Storm on a cosmic journey to retrieve Magneto's soul. Visually stunning and emotionally rich, this arc sees her confronting powerful dominoes and psychedelic realms beyond time and space. It is arguably the best standalone tie-in for its mystical resonance and character depth. Ms. Marvel, Mutant Menace is a close second for bringing heart and relatability, rare gems in such high-stake cosmic storytelling. In the story, Kamala Khan discovers her mutant status amidst rising panic. Yeah, I know, Marvel is trying to tie comic book Kamala with one from MCU, but it's actually pretty good. Her story adds human-scale perspective, showing how ordinary lives shift during mutant fall, relatable, youthful, and emotionally grounding. All in all, the tie-ins aren't just filler. They enrich the tapestry of Krakoa's fall, they are essential to the story, and provides alternate perspective and often elevate the emotional stakes beyond the dual miniseries. The Fall of the House of X, Rise of the Powers of X Omnibus features a diverse array of artwork that mirrors the thematic chaos and emotional weight of the story. Across more than 1,200 pages, readers are treated to a visual spectrum ranging from grounded superhero action to cosmic and metaphysical abstraction. Key artists like Pepe LARRAZ and R.B. Silva bring dynamic cinematic energy to the page, continuing the legacy of their iconic work from House of X, Powers of X. Their panel layout are bold and fluid, with expressive character work and dramatic lighting that enhance the apocalyptic tone. The tie-ins vary in style. Stefano Caselli's works on X-Men is clean and expressive, while Resurrection of Magneto by Luciano Vecchio embraces a more surreal, dreamlike aesthetics that suits a spiritual narrative. That X-Men and X-Men Forever use darker palettes and grittier lines, emphasizing desperation and decay. Overall, the Omnibus showcases Marvel's top-tier artistic talent. However, due to fragmented mapping and inconsistent transition, the artistic flow sometimes feels disrupted. Still, the visual storytelling remains one of the collection's strongest aspects. Epic, emotional, and often breathtaking. In terms of bonus content, we get just over 20 pages of extras. As expected, most of that space is filled with a large selection of variant covers. However, don't expect character sketches and design work. Nope. Aside from the variant covers, the only other bonus content is a few pages of X-Men trading card designs. And that's all. Fall of the House of X, Rise of the Powers of X Omnibus is an emotionally gripping and visually stunning finale of Krakoan era. Unfortunately, the terrible mapping brutally undermined the reading experience. However, if Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of X Omnibus catch your attention, you can order your own copy in our eShop, comicsbugle.com. Your friendly neighborhood comic book shop in Europe. Accept of great catalog of collected, deluxe and absolute editions, epic collections and omnibuses. We guarantee you eco-friendly Hulkproof packaging, free shipping in whole EU, an option to pre-order your comic book now and pay for it later. You can also split full price to 4 separate payments because we know how expensive these books can be. So check it out, comicsbugle.com. You can find direct links below this video. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button so we don't miss out any further videos. In our comment section, let us know what other books or topics would you like to see in our videos. And see ya, Bugles!